Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Before we dive into the video, make sure to subscribe and ring the bell icon. Let's dive in. I always thought marriage was built on forgiveness. Sarah used to tell me, no one's perfect, Ethan. Love means choosing each other. Again and again, I believed her. I believed everything she said. Hook, his wife, came home tipsy, lipstick smudged, and called her affair harmless. She laughed. Then he made one quiet move that took everything. Even when her eyes stopped matching her words. It started small. Late nights at work. Phone always face down. Laughter that didn't include me anymore. I told myself she was just tired, that I was overthinking. Love does that to you. It teaches you to doubt yourself before you doubt them. One Friday night, she came home wearing the same perfume I bought her for our anniversary, but it smelled stronger, newer, like it wasn't for me. She was humming, tipsy, her lipstick slightly smudged. I asked, half joking, "Rough day?" She smirked. "Just drinks with coworkers." "You worry too much." Something in her tone felt practiced. I laughed it off, but my chest tightened like a fist I couldn't unclench. The next morning, while making coffee, her phone buzzed on the counter. A message preview flashed before it locked. Last night was worth every risk. My hand froze mid-pour. The sound of the coffee dripping felt like thunder in the silence. When I asked her, she didn't even try to deny it. She sighed, looked annoyed, and said, "Ethan, it was just a one-night stand." Harmless. It didn't mean anything. Harmless. That word echoed like a hammer hitting steel. I stared at her. The woman I'd built my life around, and she laughed. Actually laughed. "You're acting like I murdered someone," she said, rolling her eyes. In that moment, something inside me died quietly. Not with rage, not with shouting, just silence. The kind of silence that changes everything. I didn't yell. I didn't throw anything. I just nodded and said, "You're right. Maybe I am overreacting." That night, I slept beside her for the last time, pretending everything was fine. I kissed her forehead before turning off the light, and she smiled like the world was normal again. The next morning, I got up early and left for work. But instead, I went to the bank. I'd been managing our finances for years. Bills, mortgage, savings. She'd never cared to learn. By noon, I'd moved most of our joint savings into a new account only I could access. I changed passwords, updated beneficiaries, protected what was mine. Quietly, legally, completely. When she got home that evening, I was calm, cooking dinner like any other night. She kissed my cheek, asked about my day. I smiled. Perfect. Days passed. She noticed nothing. She kept living her harmless life. Then one evening, I placed a thick envelope on the table as she walked in. "What's this?" I said softly. "Just something harmless." Inside were prints of her messages, photos, and a copy of the transfer documents. Every dollar she thought we still shared, now legally protected. She went pale. "Ethan, what is this?" I leaned back, calm. "You said it was just one night. I'm treating this the same way. One decision, harmless, and now it's over." Tears filled her eyes. The same woman who'd laughed at my pain was suddenly begging. "You can't do this, Ethan. We can fix this." I looked at her. Really looked at her. The tremble in her voice, the shock in her face. For the first time, I didn't feel heartbreak. I felt peace. "You laughed," I said quietly. "Do you still think it's harmless?" She didn't answer, just stared at the papers, her hands shaking. I stood, took one last look at the woman I used to love, and walked out. I didn't slam the door. I didn't look back. The silence behind me was louder than any goodbye. "Hook." He handed her an envelope. She begged, "We can fix this." He walked out in peace, leaving her with nothing. That weekend, she called nonstop. Dozens of missed calls, endless texts. I didn't respond. The last message she sent said, "Please, Ethan, I made a mistake, but some mistakes rewrite everything." 3 weeks later, I got a message from a mutual friend. Sarah had moved out of our house and was staying with her sister. I didn't feel joy or revenge, just relief. I realized something that day. Sometimes getting even isn't about hurting them back. It's about taking back your peace. Months passed. I started running again, picked up photography, even traveled for the first time alone. Freedom didn't feel like revenge anymore. It felt like clarity. One night, as I stood on a beach in Oregon watching the sunset, my phone buzzed. A message from Sarah. It simply said, "I miss you." I ruined everything. I typed a reply, then deleted it. Some stories don't need an ending. They just need silence. I turned off my phone and kept watching the waves crash, soft and endless. The same way love once felt. Beautiful until it broke. That's when I finally understood betrayal doesn't destroy you. It reveals who they are and who you were meant to become after them. And maybe that's not revenge. Maybe that's redemption.